Hey, welcome everyone. Welcome to Bad Money. So, have you guys been keeping track with my ex, which we probably haven't because I have no fucking followers, but I've been making a couple of predictions, and so far so good, right? I said that we're gonna have a retest on the total three. After I said we were gonna break out on the total three, I was like, oh, we're having a breakout. But then we had a retest, right, on the total three. And if you know, I had this line for a long time. This is all the cryptos excluding Bitcoin and Ethereum. And we've been writing this line, as you can see, and we're building support. So keep this one in mind. Also, we had this Bitcoin line forever, right, which we've been trying to build support. But right now, we're actually breaking down. So let's see what's going on. Um, Let's see, this is a total 103 again, but I also had the Bitcoin versus gold chart, guys. I had these 2 points here. I knew that there was some sort of bounce coming. Also on the Bitcoin versus silver chart, it looks almost exactly the same. That's the whole point. I also had this chart right here where I was predicting maybe this could be a top for gold when we hit this line because it's from all the way over here. Each one of these candles is a week. I believe. Yeah, a week. Um, so let's see what happened with that. I'll show you guys right now because we just hit that line. I was also saying that if we lost that support on Bitcoin, that we're gonna come down to this line. That's still possible. And yeah, just a couple of days ago, I repeated myself. Right, Bitcoin versus gold. Silver had just hit it. Uh, Bitcoin versus silver bottoming out, and gold kept going up. And then yesterday it finally happened. Gold went up. Oh, here's another interesting chart. If you like the Fibonacci sequence, if you take the lowest candle to the highest candle on Bitcoin, and you draw the supports, that's kind of where we're at right now, bouncing actually. So will we hold this golden pocket on the Fibonacci's? We'll see. Um, so let's see. And then on gold yesterday, I think I was trying to call the top on gold. See, I drew a line right here and I put the metal horns on gold, saying that this was a possible top at 5,602. So let's see what's going on today. So this is a chart. Here we are on the weekly. Here's still the same line. And we still haven't gone above it. We're now way below on the off this weekly resistance that I thought would call the top. I felt like we could go above it. Maybe we still can get above it. I just didn't think we're going to hold it. And that's what seems to be happening, especially the way these candles are looking on the daily and 4 hours. It's pretty gnarly. I think once you take out this leg too, you're breaking structure right here. So if it goes below here, watch out. Gold has to correct. I mean, it's been going up forever, right? So it needs to correct. Um, and I think that's coming. And the same thing with the silver chart. It looks almost the same. It's the same line I had. We hit it. It looks like silver struggling. I think this could be the top. Should we call it now? On silver, maybe it tries to come back up, but I don't think it's gonna be able to hold. So silver is correcting as well. So I don't think you guys should be buying silver or gold, right? I think you should buy in Bitcoin because Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies, other altcoins, have not pumped. They've been doing the worst. The S&P, the everything stocks are up, everything's up, right? The Nasdaq, all-time highs. The metals, right? Even copper, platinum, silver, and gold, as you've seen. But Bitcoin has been dumping, right? And right here we have Bitcoin versus silver. So this is Bitcoin measuring silver, and we have this long trend that we are just hitting right. We're kissing it like right now, literally. We still have it, but it's like right there, like it wants to, guys. But we have this monthly trend that goes all the way to the beginning of like what is this in 2017, so a couple years ago, and we're just testing it now. So I know there's gonna be some sort of reaction. There's gonna be some sort of bounce. I guess technically, I don't know if the line is going to hold, but I think it's really bullish for Bitcoin if it can get above this green line and start building support. I think it's gonna explode. So you're gonna be better off just buying Bitcoin and therefore other cryptocurrencies as well, because of other charts I'll show you. The altcoins are actually holding up better than Bitcoin has actually. And also, I heard someone say that this wick right here, this candle, the market, the size of this candles that someone sold is the same size as the whole crypto market, guys. So market caps matter. Okay, it takes a lot more money to move gold and silver now. If you're a trader, you're not buying gold or silver anymore. You would have bought way down here, not over here. Over here is when you begin to short. This is where you begin to buy Bitcoin and silver, and maybe other altcoins. Because look, this is the Bitcoin dominance chart that I had in my X for a long time too. When you take these 2 points, it gave you this resistance. We got pretty close. We haven't touched it. I guess it's possible Bitcoin could still come and touch it, but like, we got pretty close. And I've been saying that once we break out of here, we're gonna go under it, hit our heads, and there's probably that's gonna be like the beginning of altcoin season, in my opinion. Because my whole plan, I hope so, has to be buy altcoins up here. I didn't figure out this whole dominance thing until like over here. So this whole time I've been to altcoins. So we'll see how that plays out. I don't know that a lot of them are gonna make it because it feels like the crypto cartels are trying to choose winners and losers, But we'll see. But my whole plan is not to sell, or at least not to go back into Bitcoin until we get to this red line. Because every time there's an explosion, you're better off in Bitcoin when it's going up, and you're better down in altcoins when it's going down. And the altcoins have just been completely dying, right? Actually, it's not. They're not holding down too bad. And the other thing I want to show you guys is the dollar. I've been predicting the dollar's gonna collapse, especially once we lost this support, and we're already under it. And if we lose here, I think we're gonna test either this line or this line, right? More specifically, this line probably. So the dollar still has a long way to go. That means that everything else is gonna go up in price, and that includes gold, silver, and other cryptos. So I don't know how gold and silver will correct, or if they're just gonna go down in value compared to crypto. That's what I think is about to happen. Um, and here's our Bitcoin chart actually. What I'm thinking is, like I've been saying on my X, that if we lost the support, that we would come down and test this one. And right now, it looks completely possible actually. That we would come down and test this line, because you would trap all the bears that think we're going to go lower than here, but also you would liquidate all the bulls, right? Because especially if you hit this line, and then you test the old support, which is support on top of the old bull support, right? So it makes a lot of sense actually to come down here and destroy everyone, the bears and the bulls included. I just don't know what's more painful. Unless if we hold this line that I had right now, that's really our last line, I would say. Um, it's holding kind of nicely. I like the reaction we're having right here. So if we can get back above here by tomorrow or by the end of the week, that that's good. But I think if we drop right now, we are coming down to like 75,300 bucks or something. So watch out for that, guys. So I think the people in the know are selling their metals, or I don't think it's just what the lines are showing me, right? They're selling metals, and I think they're traders, so they're gonna go into something that hasn't pumped yet, where the graphs just look dead, like death, right? Look, it's just like a big correction. So it makes more sense to buy Bitcoin here than to be buying silver or gold at all-time highs. Like, why would you buy that? You know what I'm saying? And on top of that, we know there's regulation. We have the banks, the old money, the new money, everyone fighting for crypto. It's like people in Bitcoin gave up. We're just waiting for the government and the banks to give us regulations, even though they're the ones that destroyed our community here. But we'll see, guys. So, what do you guys think? You guys think this 75,000 is coming? Maybe. I guess we're gonna find out. I'm really excited to see what happens over the next day, especially next week. Are we gonna be back above here? That's gonna be really bullish in my opinion. Or are we gonna visit here? And if we do, is it gonna be? I hope it's quick. I hope it's just a quick John Wick, and then boom, we're back. Cause I think it's time, dude. I think all these graphs are screaming. Oh, this is the other one I showed you, the total three. I said there was gonna be a retest. Here's a retest, right? Every time you break out of this triangles, you come back and retest that line. So can we get back above here in the total three? That would be bullish. And as you can tell, look, this is Ethereum. It's trying to build support. It's not doing as bad as Bitcoin lately. The Bitcoin versus Ethereum versus Bitcoin dominance is trying to break out and build some support. Um, so if this starts going up, that's good for Ethereum and other cryptos. Look at altcoins like Hyperliquid. It's already trying to blast off. I mean, I guess it could come back down and retest just like Bitcoin is doing all the way down here. But that's a good sign. Hyperliquid looks like it's ready to explode. XRP is below the triangle now. It needs to get back above here. Maybe it's building a new support like this. So yeah, I need to see XRP get above here. Really bullish once we break out of above here, though. This line on XRP. Sui, same thing. See how the cryptos sort of look the same. They're trying to build support. It's like crypto's ready to go. They're just waiting on regulation. So I guess if it doesn't pass in the House, I guess I expect more pain. If it passes, I expect an explosion. Because that's the kind of news that traders are not going to really wait for. Because once these corporations start buying, they get the green light, it's going to be explosive. So I don't think it's one of those buy the rumor, sell the news kind of things. It's more like buy the news. And yeah. And they're probably never going to sell. They're probably going to hold these. Because look, these cryptos are dead. It's just, it's floor levels, guys. There's nowhere else for these cryptos to go. Look at ADA. This is multi-years here. It's just riding inside this pattern. And we're at the floor. And I believe in ADA. I think it's one of the best projects. Because it's actually decentralized, right? That's why a lot of people are scared of it. A lot of people don't talk about it for a reason. It's building the first digital nation, right? Google should be scared. Amazon should be scared. Government should be scared of ADA. But once you see ADA get above here, that's going to be really bullish. We're probably going to come attack this line. And if ADA breaks out of here, watch out, guys. We're talking about $6 to $10. I don't know, maybe $8 ADA at least, I would say. At least 6, man. So yeah, get ready for ADA. And there's other cool cryptos like Knight. I'm really curious to see how this chart plays out because there's no VC money. I don't know how low can they go. I hope not much lower. It looks like it's trying to build some sort of resistance here. Hopefully it stays above this line. We're going to find out. I'm curious. So what do you guys think? I think it makes more sense to buy crypto than metals. Am I crazy? It seems like a lot of people are running into metals. I think there's this guy saying over here too, like he's disappointed in the crypto community. Where is he? Where is he? Yeah, this is all of us, man.
Have you ever? You're down 95%. Have you ever considered selling?
No, I can't.
I can't, man.
It's a no.
You're down 95%.
Yeah, that's us, man. That's definitely us. But yeah, guys, I think we're gonna survive. I think we're gonna be okay. Just a little bit more pain, little bit more pain. Anyways, I hope that I made some sense out of all this chaos. Let's see how these lines play out. You know, we'll see. Love it. Love everyone. Peace.